Hey everybody, it's me, the Einstein of Wall Street, from the floor of the New York Stock Exchange, the greatest financial institution in the world. The Ceiling the Floor, ladies and gentlemen, episode 9,875 of What the Heck is Going On. Once again, this place never disappoints. With all that's going on, we've got a couple of things that are really on the agenda that are very powerful, besides the fact that Apple had a groundbreaking forum today, talking and releasing all kinds of news about new translation versions and all this other stuff. If you're part of the inner cabal of the Apple family, and I know we all are because everybody has an iPhone, it was really important stuff that was disseminated. Go check out my man Dan Ives. He did a beautiful report on it. However, what's even more important is that we are in London in talks with China. Now, there's some sticky points. I'm sure we're going to get through them, but this is the beginning of that first trajectory towards a deal with China, multiple deals with China. That is something we need desperately. They're the big kahuna. We need deals. That's what it's all about this week. We've got CPI, PPI, two economic pieces of data that are super inflation sensitive, and this will be the first release of inflation sensitive data within the new tariff landscape. I was blocking on the word. Within the new tariff landscape, this will be the numbers to show how much are things costing us more so far. Even though we're just slightly on the outskirts of the tariff situation, it'll give us an inkling of what's really going on. Recession, forget about it. That's off the table suddenly. Look, try not get wrapped up in the catastrophism of all the mainstream media because it's nuts. It's just there to get you all excited and nervous and upset and anxious and all that kind of crazy stuff when it's not. Are we in a low growth, no growth atmosphere with the inflation thing, and will it cause stagflation? These are all things that are super important. They are on the table, front and center. They're in our view, and we've got to deal with them. All that being said, we are now less than 2% away from record highs. This is the best level on the S&P since February of this year. Look, what's also important is the billion shares traded. However, it was 3-to-1 buy-side volume, and that's super important to note. So check that out. Dow flat, that's a function of healthcare dragging down the market because we know UNH is a heavy-weighted stock in the Dow Industrial Average. S&P up and odd line. We definitely closed off the highs of the day. It weakened late after day, but so much going on, so many pieces. Others may just say, oh yeah, it was a lackluster day on Wall Street, nothing really happened. I just gave you a mouthful of what's going on in this place, and that's what you want to look at. I'm the Einstein of Wall Street, from the floor of the New York Stock Exchange. Do you want to learn how to trade? Wall Street Global Trading Academy, David Green, my teacher, my mentor, my friend. This is a pivotal time. You're at the crossroads of learn and don't learn, walk and don't walk. WSGTA.com, link in the bio. Go check it out and join us. We are your family.